All right, that's everybody. We good. We got one more.
We got 2 more rolls, unless you don't want to roll, you.
Nah, just one more.
You roll it for me. See? No.
Hey.
Could
we pull a C? Just to pull a C.
Go to C. Yeah, go to C.
Pull a C. We ain't have no C.
Let's see what it's about. Politics.
Oh,
shit.
that's why it was C.
You should have let this shit alone.
That's why.
Oh man! All right, which policies
Damn.
Oh.
Lord
presented
Jesus.
by Kamala?
Kamala.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kamala.
Kamala, sorry.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, do you agree with, and which policies do you disagree with?
I gotta disagree.
Ooh.
All right, got it.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me because I just heard somebody talking. I don't watch the news or none of that, but I think they were saying something about funding like transgender care in prison.
Yeah, that's misinformation.
Oh, that's misinformation? Okay, so then I'm gonna stop right there then. 'cause
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything about
Wait, she
something.
didn't say that?
Well, she said she would follow the law. You get what I'm saying? So it's already in place. So just like she's saying that Trump's already been supporting it, but he's shitting on her about, she would have to follow the law. It's already there. There's nothing that she could change about it right now. So she was.
Was she talking about for inmates, or she was just talking about in general?
They were talking about in general, but
Oh,
they
okay.
trying to and they're trying to put the picture that that's what she's leading with her campaign. But she just said like, whoever's in place would have to follow that in a sense, because it's already the law.
The policy that I heard that I most agree with is her trying to bring back the middle class.
She
'cause
definitely let you know about that middle class.
Or-
She can ask a question like,
I mean, it's important because right now you either rich or you poor. Like, ain't no middle. It's no middle. Like the poor getting poor and the rich are getting richer. So I think that's big. And taxing more the rich people instead of taxing the poor people, which makes sense. Like I don't know why we in 2024 and they just thinking of this shit. But yeah, I think those the two that really stuck out to me.
Yeah, I think she's doing a really great job, honestly. From like what I've been hearing, I heard that she's trying to like do stuff with like healthcare and elderly care and even childcare to help like working people,
Oh yeah.
people taking care of their parents, people that need help with their kids. So I think that's
Oh yeah, like
a really
lower the prices for like medication and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's like a really good step in the right direction. So like, because people work, like, let's be realistic, like, and I get people have responsibilities, but at the end of the day, like, if you can help with that, like, that's amazing. And then she also said that she agrees with the legalization of marijuana. So that's tea. I live for that. Go her.
They also said she was a part of putting a lot of niggas in jail for it too, though. So I mean,
somebody debunked that.
So
I'm not sure. That's
that is
what I heard.
No, necessarily. It's allegedly because she was
a prosecutor.
She was a prosecutor.
Yeah. She was the head prosecutor in her state. So these things come to her table, but it wasn't just black men. Actually, black men was kind of a middle percentile for the amount of people that went to jail. Majority of them were like the white people.
I mean, at the end of the day, she just doing her job.
But
Like,
she was a prosecutor, and at
job.
the time, weed wasn't legal in California.
Right.
But when the vice president, when they had the debate, both of the vice president, and he kept bringing it to their attention, basically of what Kamala was doing about the prison, she would not comment. She wouldn't say anything about it. She didn't even try to defend herself. So I feel like everything was right, even though they said was allegedly. Because if it wasn't right, you wouldn't want to talk up for yourself.
No, because the way that they have those things, like they have people who write their responses. And if she was to bring that up, she was only going to be baiting him into only talking about that. And that's not what the point of
I get what you're saying.
the conference
Yeah,
is.
that makes
The
sense.
point is for her to come on stage, represent herself, her
And what she
policies,
got
and
to
what she
offer
wants
now.
to do. We're not going to get caught up in a back and forth catfight, even though we've already been having this discussion for 4 years. So I feel like it's a tired out topic.
Yeah.
She's already debunked it on her own and her record. He's trying to bait her.
Yeah.
And if she feeds into that, it's going to show that she's a weak opponent. And that she's an
I don't know
emotional
if she
woman.
Debunked it. There's a lot of people that suffered because she prosecuted them.
Absolutely.
And the thing with black men, when it comes to them getting arrested for weed, a lot more black men tend to get arrested for weed possession than any other ethnic group.
For
So
sure.
I do
Mhm.
believe
That
that
is
there
true.
were more
That is
black
true.
men. Even they were saying that a lot of them were innocent,
Right.
and they still was being prosecuted.
Right.
Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? So
Yeah.
of course, when a politician goes out to campaign, they're gonna delete all the stuff. Then you know what I mean? You can't Google it no more. You can't find this shit no more in the archives. But just to go, I really don't keep up with the politics like that. I think we just need to, in our community specifically, we need to take initiative and focus on our community first before we start begging for politicians to come and save us, because ultimately they just going to pander for votes.
Right.
They're going to Kamala been in office,
Right.
Trump been in office. They don't prioritize us until it's time for election. Then they give
Right.
us these false promises. I'm gonna do this and that and third. And then now we got inflation. We got migrants flooding our
Right.
communities. Like we got stuff that's actually affecting us on a base level. Like you get what I'm saying? So I think for me personally, I think we need to focus on a local level, focus on our communities, because these other communities, they focus on community first. Like they're not worried about Asian people don't vote at a high rate. Indian people don't vote at a high rate. They focus on their own communities first. They're not waiting for a politician to come in and, oh, I need you to save me or forgive my student loans. Like, so I think that's what we need to do on a local level first before we start going to these politicians and asking for X, Y, and Z. So I don't know.
True.
I did hear that she offered two things. She's going to be offering some type of loans or grant for black men. I'm not sure the specifics, but directly just for black men as far as like starting businesses and all that, and
Business.
also giving I guess parents like
Tax
Another
credits.
tax
Like
break.
tax-
Yeah, they get
yeah.
another tax break.
like
yeah.
offering them
Yeah.
$6,000 for having a child.
Mhm.
That could be helpful. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I wish I had that when I had my village.
You be a
you know
rich
what I'm
man.
saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
I'd be up right now.
Right.
You heard?
Oh,
I ain't
Oh,
gonna-
Woody. Oh, Woody. I don't know.
What you did?
Who be claiming? I don't know if you do.
Oh, who be claiming?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about that because
Honestly,
you know what I'm saying? Niggas listen.
I don't. Honestly, all these politicians are corrupt, and until you give me my reparations, like all these other cultures were able to pan their money together
Mhm.
and get. Until you're talking to me about reparations, I don't care what any of them is saying, really and truly, because it's not for us. I don't care how much they say, oh yeah, I'm for the black people, I'm doing this for my black people. At the end of the day, it never is for us.
They see us as a weak link.
We
when
are.
they do the
But they
voting.
always begging for our vote.
Yeah,
Exactly,
I think
because
what
they know that
happens
they
is, they
destabilize
take
us.
our vote for granted because
Mhm.
black people historically have been voting. Like you come out the womb, you're a Democrat.
Right.
Right.
So they don't feel like they have to do anything. They just feel like it's a given. Like you know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
think more people are demanding more for their vote. That's how voting should work. And if the politicians, they usually say, in exchange for your vote, I want X, Y, and Z. That's how voting works. Like if you want my vote,
Yeah.
I need something tangible that's going to make me just be like, all right, that's why I want to vote for you. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, last election, Biden told us if we're not black if we don't vote
If we
for
don't
him.
vote for
Right.
him.
That's not a
Right.
policy. That's just like, yo, if you don't vote for me, you
That's
ain't black.
disrespectful.
And we fall for it every time. Like we fall for the identity politics all the time, and it doesn't never do anything for our
But
community.
do you think it's as easy as a black person just voicing what they would do for a black person directly? Like, you know, would that win the election for them?
I feel like black people
No.
get over on black people all the time, so it wouldn't even make a difference.
The thing is, they need black people votes, but at the end of the day, we're not in the majority of the population.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. You can't
if you
offer
come out,
someone-
That is
if they
not
coming
true.
out-
Yeah,
That is not true.
What is not
Actually,
true?
African American people, black people, people of the Afro diaspora are the largest numbers in this country. But they just they use words, they use wordplay to make us think that we're not. And really and truly, they're having an issue with reproduction right now.
Mhm.
They're not reproducing enough of them.
Yeah, and not
And-
even
and the
wordplay, it's media
intermixing-
too. It's
Yeah,
media
and the
too,
media.
all over media. It makes it look like America is this very white place, but really the population is very predominantly black.
Very.
But it's very hidden.
Or Afro diaspora.
right.
Because it's not just
Mhm.
black.
Oh,
You
okay.
have the Afro
Yeah.
diaspora, and their numbers are actually a lot smaller than our numbers.
Yeah, I
And-
know they even lying about the percentage of saying, you know, like they like to always say, like, oh, black people are filling up the jails, but we're not.
We're not.
close.
We're
You know,
not.
but
It's
the image would say something different.
Yeah.
The media.
it's
Well,
all propaganda.
one thing that I will say is Trump got this bill that he's trying to pass to give police immunity for
Can't.
for the things that happen while they're on the job,
What?
and that is the most scariest thing for black people.
You want to see how fast I run out this country?
No, that is
trying
the
to tell
scariest
me
thing.
that a policeman could do whatever he want and don't
Absolutely
have
not.
to answer for it.
I've been having an argument about that same thing. A lot of people like, well, look, they don't respect us now, but imagine how much they will respect us when they got that type of power.
Word.
Right.
If they don't care without the power, then with
Right.
the power of saying that we on your side, because we're not there when they. I just seen a black man get beat up because a white man pointed him out, and the guy happened to be deaf and had another sickness, but he was deaf, so they're telling him freeze, and he just scared. You get what I'm saying? And they beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Trump was in front controlling the narrative.
Just think about how much they protested just to have cameras on them. Do you remember that? That's scary. They protested so much and were so against having cameras on them just to make sure that they're actually doing their job. And the amount of people that were injured or died before that and was just swept under a rug.
Because you couldn't prove it.
I was in those marches walking and the energy is sad. It's sickening. It makes your stomach turn. And so I cannot imagine that he could really sit up there and say, yeah, reverse all of that. Bring it all back.
That's crazy.
Well, he gonna get their votes. He's smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, y'all see how it went. We had some very interesting conversations. That was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, make sure y'all cop that. Remember, you get 45% off with Rap 45. What is your problem, bro? What happened? 40. It's Rap 45, bro. I'm looking at this shit right here. It's Rap 45.
Please stop listening.
What is it? Thank you.
Please stop listening.
Damn, bro. Every time, nigga make it face over there. And if you catch the episode late, you can still get 25% off. Know what I mean? You get Rap 25. Know what I mean? So, yeah, go cop that. Support black business.